to my party. We're just getting started. A life is a dream or a night.
Good morning, everyone. Hopefully you were there. You guys can give me a sound check, a 5x5, something like that. That would be super duper. As you can see, the background has changed, and it actually sounds a little echoey in here. So I need to put some stuff on the walls, and maybe I'll buy some of that sound foam or something. Let's see here. I want to get the chat in. This thing is always messed up. There we go. There we go. If I go this way, I'm going to need to be this way a little bit more. There we go. Okay, let's see here. Good morning, Creative Redundancy. Let's see here. So I need to go to the chat right here. And we've got two people on the Rumble side. That's JB the 25th. He may be omnipresent. I do not know, but he's still first. What do we got here? Rose, first. And Cindy Hoffman, number 2. And what do we got here? All righty then. You are deterred, my friend. You are deterred. Got some other good mornings here. Let's see. We got there Cindy. We got all righty. We got Debbie Chandler. We got Catatude. JB the 25th is omnipresent as usual. Bird Lady Speaks is here. Hello, young lady. We got Tuck V. We got Catatude. Bradley Collins. He's not in a meeting right now that we know of. How is the sound in here, guys? How is the echo? Does it sound echoey in here at all? Because my ears, everything is echoey right now. So please let me know in the chat so I know whether I need to fix it or not. We got Creative Redundant. We got Pastor of Reality. Oops is in the house. We got Clint Prepper. Clint Prepper G. Hello from Northwest Florida. Hello, my friend. We got Mr. J. We got Bradley Collins. Egg cartons. Where's it at? Egg cartons help dampen sound echo. I'm in top chat. Thank you. Oops. I appreciate you, Broseph. Live chat activated. All right. Let's see here. Stray Kitten is in the house. And Oops says the sound is good. It's not good. It's not good. All of this noise canceling stuff is probably what's making it sound right. Sounding correct. Okay. So it looks like we've got 19 people in here. As you can tell, obviously the background has changed. I have relocated to North Carolina to the homestead. I've had it for years. It's kind of like the bug out location. I'm going to start work today. Today's mission is to work on my washing machine. I haven't ran it in so long. I believe that the valves inside of it are stuck because when I try to use it, all I hear is this click, click, click. So I'm guessing that is what it is. Bob, good morning, my friend. Good morning. Good to see you, Broseph. All right, let's see here. And then after that, I'm going to start staging all the totes, probably upstairs. I've got another room upstairs that has where I keep all my preps. But I'm going to probably put the totes up in there because it just gets them out of the way. All the totes that I used to bring stuff here that I wanted to make sure I had. I'll probably use that little by little because I've got a bunch of other stuff that I want to bring here to start doing more work. And so those totes will probably just get honestly, they'll probably just stay in the kitchen where I can just grab them up and travel with them. I do plan on doing a lot of traveling this winter. Back and forth between here and Virginia. So you guys will be able to come along for that. Apparently everybody liked. I cannot believe I had over 5,000 views on that live stream I did yesterday from the vehicle. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird because there was, I don't know. It's just a buttload of views with only a handful of likes. It's very, very weird, but it is what it is. Good security system there. Oh yeah, I got all the securities I need here at the homestead. Not even a problem. Assume coffee is there. Oh, coffee is with me at all times. Oh yeah, no, it's a homestead, so I have everything I need here. I've got it's a house. It's not a shack. The walls are painted. Let's see here. Cat Holland, yay. No, actually, well, we'll see what happens. But I have a lot of ways of taking care of the cats if I'm not here. They actually have it. There are preps for the cats. So their watering bowl can last 20 days. and their food can last 12 days. So it's Love Shack, baby. That's hilarious. So I'm never really pinned down with the animals. I only take them when I really want to take them someplace. All right, let's see here. What did you miss? What did I miss? You move, LP? No, Bob, I did not. I'm going to be doing work here at the homestead over the winter. The job that I work in Virginia does not do a lot of work during the winter. So I spend a lot of time there in Virginia during the summer. And then I spend a lot of my time during the winter here at the homestead in North Carolina. Working on coffee. Ian's in the house. Good. This is all good. Okay, so we're way into this, and for the replay crew, I apologize. We kind of rambled on, just giving a little bit of a sit rep. We do have business to attend to, and I'm sorry for the wobble, but the camera is not permanently mounted here. I mean, I can literally like the whole table shakes. It's a plastic table. I need to get the camera on some kind of stand so it doesn't move at all. But that's work for another day. Okay, so as per the catchy thumbnail, as well as the aggressive title of this video, what's the real difference between preppers and survivalists? And I think most people know it to an extent, but I also think that they kind of get caught up in the middle. And honestly, I think that for preparedness, it is very smart to be kind of a centralist. You don't want to be like full out survivalist, and you don't want to be full out prepper. You want to be kind of in the middle someplace, kind of in the floating, in the gray zone, And I apologize, my eyes are freaking out a little bit this morning. I was using my phone way too much. Help our guy out, please. 11/24. Oh, I got you on the likes. All right. You kind of confused me. It's like, what's going on November 24th, bro? What's going on November 24th? Okay. Thank you, Bradley. I appreciate you, bro. Okay. So, when it comes to preparing for the unexpected, there's two distinct approaches that people often come up with, preppers and survivalists. Both groups are dedicated to self-reliance and readiness, but their strategies diverge significantly. This guide I'm going to throw out to you guys right now. It kind of defines the differences to help readers determine which approach might align with their goals and lifestyles. So the prepper, there's something called the prepper paradigm. And if you guys are new to the channel, the way this works is I talk about some stuff, you write some stuff down, I talk about the stuff you wrote down, and then we move on. And there's a lot to cover today, so do not hesitate. All right, so the prepper paradigm: planning and stockpiling for known threats. So preppers emphasize strategic planning and resource management to withstand specific crises, such as natural disasters, economic collapse, or social unrest. Their approach is rooted in the belief that careful preparation today can mitigate the suffering in the future. The key elements of this strategy include: 1, stockpiling food resources. Food storage. Preppers typically store months worth of non-perishable items, employing methods like canning or dehydrating and vacuum sealing. Hold on, I have to check that. I'm good. This ensures they have a buffer in case of supply chain disruptions or prolonged emergencies. This is the primary prep for preppers. Water purification, very important, by the way, that reminds me, guys, I owe you guys some new emojis, and I'm going to create one called WTF. Oh, no, we've already done that, not WTF, WFS. All right, so in water purification, maintaining a clear water supply is a priority. Preppers often store large amounts of water in drums or tanks and invest in water purification systems such as filters, tablets, and UV purifiers to ensure continued success to safe drinking water. Another one is medical supplies. So there's basically like 3 major things that preppers are going to stockpile. Medical supplies. Preppers stock a range of medical items from basic first aid kits to prescription medications, over-the-counter drugs, and specialized medical gear. This enables them to handle minor injuries and illnesses when professional help may not be available. Now, with all that said, and I don't recommend that you vote just yet, but let's go ahead and check. We've got 18 votes. We currently have 30 people in the live stream on the YouTube side. We have 18 votes. I'm not telling you to vote, but let's talk about it. When which approach best fits your mindset? Stockpiling supplies and safety, 39%. Mastering survival skills off-grid, 39%. Building a strong prepper community, 11%. Thrive alone with minimal resources, 11%. So we're basically split right down the middle, whether we're survivalists or preppers. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. All right, and then I'm going to go to the chat here real quick. Looks like West Virginia Pappy showed up. He may be omnipresent. I don't know. Number 2, and MK Repace 5. I'm just going to call you MK, dude. There's way too many vowels and consonants in there. Let's see here. I'm just going to call you MK, and MK Ultra. And you are deterred. If you don't know what that is, you will figure it out. Good morning, LPN Prepper Laser. All right, so going to the chat, and if you want to participate on the chat and the Rumble side and you're there, this is the time to do that. Don't be the slackers that you pretty much are. What do we got here? Stray Kitten says, I'm not a prepper or survivalist. I'm just trying to survive through another day. Aren't we all? Aren't we all? Bradley says, thrive, Stray Kitten. Surviving sucks. Yes. Survival sucks. Rose says, do you have a water bowl for the cats? Has a bottle attached to self-feed as they drink? Yes, it's actually a dog bowl. They don't really make them for cats, but you can buy a dog bowl that will hold like one of those, not a joke, it'll hold one of those I want to say they're 6 gallons, possibly more. I think they're like 6 gallons. Mine is smaller, but you can actually buy them that will hold those water jugs that you can like the office water drinker thinger. It'll hold one of those. The only thing is I worry that the water gets a little stale because they're cats, which is why mine is smaller. But yeah, that's what I use when I'm not around. I'll fill that up for them. Let's see. Flip Flat, I don't recognize you. Thank you for being here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bro. Imagine prepping for this test and not the upcoming beginning of life after death. That sounds religious in tone, but I mean, aren't we all just preparing for that anyway? Stray Kitten, Bradley Collins. Yep, survival sucks. Creative Redundancy says WFS as in water filtering. No. See, Creative Redundancy, you don't spend enough time here, but I know you got your own gig, so I can't be harsh. It's water, food, and security. These are the 3 pillars of preparedness, according to me anyway, because everybody's got a frickin'. You should see when I give my lectures on the actual my brain is not on, man. Maybe I need to buy some brain pills today. When I teach the class on water, food, and security, during my opening remarks, I talk about the acronyms or not the acronyms, but all these little catchphrases that we see in the preparedness community that no one can ever remember, and because they've all got one that they try to attach to themselves so that people think of that and then they think of them so they can sell more merch. And I get it. It's a business. It's not a smackdown, but I mean, how many C's of survival do we need? I've seen, the original was like the 6 C's, then it went up to like the 10 C's. And I think there's another one out there. It's the 15 C's now. It's like, I mean, do I need to write it all down on my phone? That's not going to work in the apocalypse. So I can remember all the C's of survival, and it's kind of funny too, because there's the letter C is not in the word survival. So go figure that one out. Let's see here. But hopefully that answers your question of creative redundancy. Ninja Cakester, I think supplies is pretty important. It is. Even if you are technically call yourself a survivalist, one of the things you'll start to do is to stockpile supplies so that you don't have to, it's like, so if you're a survivalist and you take a deer down, you can eat that deer for a long period of time. If you can smoke it, if you can if you can preserve it, is what we'll say. Okay. So now you will have a stockpile of venison. You see what I'm saying? So you eventually do end up stores no matter what. But yeah, I love this. I love those cans from Walmart. They're so much easier than hunting deer. Let's see here. Damn, my chat just went nuts. Bradley says nothing wrong with learning survivalist techniques, but still prepping. Absolutely true. Remember, in the middle, guys, not on the left, not on the right, in the middle. All right, let's see here. Cat, dogs, all pets the same. Create that. They all drink that water. That was my next guess. Let's see here. Get some ginkgo. Yeah, I might have to start taking something. I'm actually going to start looking at another something that manages your blood sugar levels. There's a company out there that, oh man, I know this is, you can buy these pills. They manage your blood sugar, whatever. Let's see here. I don't think I could tell you 15 words that start with the letter C. And the funny thing, Bradley, is that a lot of them don't even start with C. They just sound like C. Sheepdog showed up. Hey, Sheepdog, I haven't seen you in forever. Good to go. Good to go. Straight Thitten, I think cookies should be one of the C's. How about cupcake? You guys are hilarious. Let's see here. All I have to do is raise a window and boom, jerky. That's good to hear. Yeah, I haven't had a deer in my front yard in a couple of months, but yeah, I think I just need to sit on my porch more so I can figure that out, right? All right. So all good stuff here. Let's see. Radio Octave showed up on the Rumble side. Hey, who you calling slacker? Well, if you've never been here before, then you're clearly not it. But if you've been lurking in the background forever and never saying a word because I don't recognize you, bro, then yeah, you're a slacker. But anyway, slacking can be good too. There's a time and place for everything. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. All right, let's see here. So the next thing we need to talk about is core values. So preppers hold preparedness and self-reliance in high regard. They believe that the more one prepares now, the less one suffers later. This philosophy, I like falafels. This philosophy extends beyond individual readiness to include support for their families and communities. The emphasis on community building is strong. The force is strong in this one. Many preppers view collaboration as a key survival strategy, forming networks to pool resources and enterprise, exchanging collective resilience. So one of the core values of preppers is that they love their communities and they like their stuff. Mindset and social approach. Planners at heart. Preppers are planners at heart. Preppers tend to be methodical, creating detailed contingency plans for emergencies, including evacuation routes, backup communication systems, and alternative energy sources. They also have social networks. Preppers actively seek out like-minded individuals through forums, expos, local groups, my YouTube channel, and these connections serve as vital challenges or channels for knowledge sharing and mutual assistance. I can say, guys, I'm a little disappointed in the Discord chat these days because if you're all active, and you should all be active. So I'm actually kind of writing it off right now because there's a transition period. During the summertime, the Discord's not super active. I have to do lots to keep it active myself. But during the winter, everybody gets shut in and they're all over the Discord. So I'm kind of thinking we're in that transition period. Financial investment. Prepping often involves significant financial outlays as it requires purchasing long-term food supplies, high-quality gear, emergency tools, and even home modifications to enhance self-sufficiency. However, preppers view this as an investment to their future security. Let's go ahead and check the poll real quick here. We're up to 21 votes, and it looks like stockpiling supplies for safety has pulled ahead. Yeah. All right. Going to the YouTubes on the YouTube channel. Let's see here on the YouTube side. Let's see. Boom jerky. Cinnamon. I think it's good for blood sugar. Yes, it is. It is. But there is a chemical out there that, or not a chemical, but it's a product. I don't know a lot about it. I'm going to look into it today. That actually modulates or manages your blood sugar level. And this is managing blood sugar is key to not only health, but also longevity and oddly enough, weight management. Let's see. Creative Redundancy says, like trying bow drill, ferro rod, but having matches and lighters. Oh yeah. My partner, Jess, he likes to, he's my partner in crime, guys. Relax. I like girls. He every time he starts a fire, and especially when he has one of his kids do it, they always start it with a ferro rod. Always. Let's see here. I'm kind of. Oops says I'm kidding. It's against the law to shoot deer from windows. Oops just realized you made a faux pas. You made a little faux pas. Look at that. Look that up. Oops. Man, oops, that sounds amazing. They have them walking all around the area, but there's zero hunting allowed till you get a few miles away. In the state of North Carolina, you're not allowed to fire a firearm within 50 feet of a dwelling. So now you know that. Let's see here. Good morning. Bradley's just saying good morning. We got oops. Bradley Collins, actually illegal here to shoot animals within 150 feet of a dwelling. There you go. Autocorrect sucks. Good. And then people are just saying good morning. So you guys actually applied nothing positive to the chat. Good job. I shall sip coffee. All right. Let's see here. It's only illegal if you get caught. You guys are serious. You guys are silly. You guys are silly. All right. Let's see here. It's only illegal if you get caught. Well, a super quick story. Normally there is anywhere from 1 to 3. I'm looking out a window. It's on the other side of the screen here. There are 1 to 3 flocks of turkeys that love my property for some reason, because they never get shot here. They like sleep in the trees and in the pastures and things like that. I haven't seen them in a little bit since I mowed everything down, but it's like they all disappeared during the month of October. I don't know why. I've literally had like a flock, like the day, like 2 days before Thanksgiving. I'm like, I'm going to take one now. It's going to be really easy. And yeah, I'm just going to sit here, and then nothing all day long. And then they come back the day after Thanksgiving. It's kind of weird. Let's see here. Hard part is opening the window quietly. CC, that's hilarious. I know, right? It's like, I'm ready. There they go. All right, let's see here. What we just agreed by saying nothing. Positive, I want more jerky. There you go. All right, so let's see. And I know there's a component where people are just listening to what I have to say. I completely understand. All right, so we need to talk about the survivalist mindset. Now, the survivalist mindset is focused on skills, adaptability, and minimalism. So this isn't going to work for, I hate to say it, for a lot of guys that have girls. But when I say girls, I mean their other half, because they normally need a house and all that other stuff. But survivalists take a different approach by focusing on adaptability and practical skills instead of stockpiling goods for specific scenarios. They prepare to handle any situation by mastering the ability to live off the land. Their philosophy is that true resilience comes from knowledge and flexibility. So to my survivalist friends, to my survivalism friends, dictionary. Let me tell you, there's a couple of things. There's a sect in the preparedness / survivalist community that believe that they're just going to live off the land when things go wrong. And I need to remind you of two things. During the Great Depression, the deer population was hunted almost to extinction. There is a reason why the hillbillies of West Virginia like squirrel stew. Okay? There's a reason for that. And to make it an even more practical comment, I will remind you that our indigenous Indian culture here in America, none of them ever stayed in one spot for very long. And they did that because they knew that they were hunting everything in that area down to nothing, and that they knew that they were taking all the food from the land in that area, and that they had no way of making more. They didn't really start growing a lot of stuff until around, I want to say, the 1600s. Yeah, they didn't really stay in one spot for very long. So please, if you think that you're going to be John Rambo running through the jungle with your M16 and your knife that holds stuff with a compass on the end of it, please change your mind. Let's see here. Essential aspects of survivalism include: 1, skill development. Skills. You got to get them skills, guys. Primitive skills, survival skills. Survivalists prioritize learning foundational skills such as fire starting without matches, building a shelter from natural materials, and foraging for edible plants. These abilities provide independence in wilderness settings where supplies are scarce. Hunting and fishing. Competence in hunting, trapping, and fishing is seen as critical. These skills not only provide food, but also teach patience, discipline, and self-sufficiency. Wilderness knowledge. Knowing how to navigate using a compass, the stars, or natural landmarks is essential for survivalists. The skill is critical if technology fails or in situations where one is far from civilization. All right, so I saw a bunch of stuff got put in the chat, so I'm going to go ahead and roll on over there and see what that was all about. I probably pissed off a bunch of people as soon as I started talking about the indigenous population, Indians. Let's see. Bradley says they pulled 50 turkeys off my uncle's property and took them to Virginia and brought back eastern rattlesnakes and let them loose in the state forest. That has got to be the dumbest thing I've heard in quite some time. That is what? Who's they, Bradley? Is that like the fishing game or something like that? That's ridiculous. Why bring back snakes? That's stupid. Honestly, I don't think snakes actually, I mean, snakes eat rats. So they do. I just say kill all the poisonous snakes. That's what I say. Because all the other ones aren't. If you know the snakes aren't poisonous, we should make like a national, like, kill all the poisonous snakes day. You know, just go, you know, they have like the rattlesnake roundup. Well, they'd spend a lot of time catching all those snakes to play with them. They're stupid. But they should literally, like, and I'm pretty sure the roundup came from the idea of controlling the population. But honestly, you know, venomous snakes, if you're a biologist or you know of some little tidbit piece of knowledge that I don't know about, please tell me, is it okay for us to kill all of the venomous snakes? And if not, then please tell me why. All right, let's see here, because that's where I'm leaving that one, man. Let's see here. Brad, they pulled that here and we're supposed to trade for deer, but the officers got caught selling turkeys to pay hunt farms. Let's see here. I have not seen many bucks, but tons of doe this year. I tell you what, when I was up there in Kentucky, man, they had a lot of good sized bucks just running across fields all by their lonesome. I was like, wow. And it was just like giant bucks. All right, let's see here. Bradley said, Bradley says to help balance forest, we don't have any snakes in that area, and the birds and rodents were killing off a lot of the growth. They took turkeys from the flocks to keep from too much inbreeding, and gotcha, inbreeders. Catitude says, you can you can thrive in a Democrat community who wants to get rid of pews. Okay. Practice is extremely important, and with hunger and other SHTF situations, it's hard to maintain it. True. Let's see here. Rose says car versus buck happened several times in our area. Sheepdog says, my uncle said beaver were brought to North Carolina. Now beavers are a problem in my area. Beavers are always a problem. They're always going to be a problem so the resource management brings these, for instance, beavers in, right? And then they don't manage them. They figure, okay, so there's not a lot of them. We'll just let them go. They won't cause any problems, guys. Next thing you know, they're damming up people's freaking streams and tributaries and creating these giant beaver families of beaver dam making beavers. This dam making beavers. Let's see here. Two beavers are the best dam builders I have seen. That's true. Those damn builders. You're the best damn builder I've ever seen. All right, so let's go ahead and carry on here. Let's carry on. Actually, it's 9:32, so it's time for two things. First of all, put a number 1 in the chat if you love your country, America. And the second thing is I will drink coffee while you do that and read you stuff. All right, so the core values of survivalists place a high value on self-reliance. I think I moved my microphone. There you go. Independence and minimalism. They believe that it's better to master essential skills than to depend on accumulated supplies. The emphasis is on reducing reliance on external systems and thriving with less. Yeah, survivalism is not thrivalism in any way, shape, or form. But anyway, the minimalist approach aligns with their belief that fewer possessions allow for greater mobility, true, and adaptability, not really, in uncertain conditions. So next we need to move on to 1. What are you? What's that ching chong language you're using there? Creative redundancy. I gotcha. Cuck Farmer, Cuck V showed up. There he goes. There we go. Cuck V is, I don't understand why you put 0.5. It's like you don't love your country. I love my country. I just hate my government. All right, let's see here. Mindset and social approach, because survivalists there's some screwy people like the rest of us. All right, so they're adapters by nature. So survivalists excel at quickly adjusting to new environments, relying on their skills and instincts to navigate unexpected challenges. This mindset allows them to stay calm and effective in high-pressure situations. Very true. And then you've got the preference for solitude. Most survivalists actually want to be alone. They often choose to operate alone or within small trusted groups. Many seek isolation to avoid the chaos of densely populated areas, especially during times of crisis. I think there's a little bit of us in that view. I think there's a little bit of a survivalist in all of us, where we just want to be left alone. Financial investment. Unlike preppers, survivalists tend to invest less in material goods and more in honing practical skills. The cost is more about time and effort than monetary expense, with a focus on skill development through hands-on experiences and training courses. Now, some of the key differences between a prepper versus a survival. There is 6 or 7 main components of or aspects of any type of mindset, thought, track, task. Okay. And it's normally focus, primary goal, core values, skills versus supplies, social interaction, and financial cost. So when we start to talk about preppers, their focus is planning and stockpiling. The primary goal is survive specific threats. The core values are preparedness, self-reliance, and community. Skills versus supplies is emphasis on resource management. Social interaction is community focused networks of like-minded people, and financial cost is going to be high. It's going to be high because they're stockpiling supplies. Now, if we flip that script and we talk about those components for survivalists, for the focus that survivalists have, it's adaptability and skills. For their primary goal is to thrive in any scenario. Their core values are minimalism, independence, self-reliance. Their skills versus supplies is emphasis on primitive survival skills. Their social interaction is that they prefer solitude or small trusted groups. And their financial cost is going to be lower because they focus on skill development. Now, I don't see anything in the chat, so I'm going to go on over to the poll. And now we're up to 27 votes with 40 people in the chat. And it looks like mastering survival skills off-grid has taken over. It's amazing how it starts. And that's why I tell people not to vote until it's like towards the end. But that's okay, because as I understand it, you only get one shot at this. So it's kind of like life. You only get one shot at it. All right, let's see here. Bradley Collins says, the focus is definitely one of my weaknesses, but I love to learn. There's nothing wrong with that, bro. You know, I didn't learn. I did not enjoy learning things until I became an adult. I truly hated school. I believe that college was a joke at the time. I used to make, you know, anywhere from $90,000 to $250,000 a year doing specific things, and no college required. In fact, it was kind of shunned. But it is what it is, you know. So I think that I think what you need to do is set time aside, no matter what it is, to actually like try and learn something, because there's a huge difference in our youths between knowledge and understanding. You know, I deal with some young people daily who are incredibly knowledgeable, incredibly book smart, can do unbelievable math in their head, almost savant level type stuff, but they have no true understanding of the real world. And so there's a disconnect. And I think that understanding is much more powerful than knowledge, because knowledge normally just goes into your head and most people just forget what they've learned. Oh, let's see here. What do we got? I still believe in my vote. I got you, bro. Rose says primitive skills or techniques used by grandparents are important to survive. Yes, many things have been forgotten. And so, you know, there are things, whether we like it or not, that are still proven and work today. But there are also things that don't work in today's world. You know, I like to give the analogy of I've got a phone. It's a real crappy phone. I've tried to use it before to make videos, and that phone takes unbelievable steel shots. Okay, but I got a warning on the phone yesterday saying that, hey, you're at like 99% of your storage space. You need to clear some stuff out. And there's nothing on the phone. So that means that the operating system has gotten so big when it updated that I can barely put anything on the phone. So it becomes obsolete. So some things that were old don't work today. So let's see here. Primitive skills or techniques used by, we did that already. Bradley says, always loved working with older folks. They seem to have two important things: practice and knowledge. They're willing to share. Yes. And yes. Let's see here. Knowledge. We'll click that off. Knowledge doesn't teach common sense. That's right. That's right. Operating system sucks. But it's okay. Believe it or not, the phone that I use to make a lot of video just bought a new battery for it. So I'm going to be like making this phone even better. It's going to be like, it's got great image stabilization. So I'm going to continue to use it. Bradley Collins says, common sense isn't taught. Either you got it or you don't. I would say I'm a penny short of 2 cents. Some people are just slow learners. It's that easy. It's that easy. All right, so let's go ahead and drink some coffee. And let's move on here to some recommendations, okay? Some simple recommendations. Now, for those leaning towards prepping, which I would say is probably 99% of you, start small. Begin with a 72-hour emergency kit. Build on it gradually by adding long-term food storage, water purification options, and basic medical supplies, or water, food, and security, whichever you prefer. Focus on practicality. Prioritize versatile items that can serve more multiple purposes than just a single-use tools. Multi-tools, solar power chargers, durable clothing. They're all very, very simple starting points. And I would also tell you to invest in the community. I would tell you to say join local prepper groups if you can find them, or forums online, which I believe most of you are part of, to exchange knowledge, resources, and strategies. Community networks can be vital in the time of crisis. There's been several times where we've used the Discord to pass information that nobody knew about. And it wasn't just me. It was like somebody else saying, hey, have you seen this? And we're like, whoa, everybody needs to look, And for those who lean towards survivalism, you should hone essential skills. Hone means to sharpen. It's dedicate time to mastering fire making, shelter building, and foraging. Foraging is one of the things I would love to be able to do the most. I just don't want to die, and I don't have the time to spend hours on end in the woods. Consider taking some survival courses to sharpen your abilities. That's one thing I might do. I actually found an herbologist that could walk me through the woods there in Virginia, but I kind of lost track of them. It just kind of sucks. All right. So practice living off the grid. Try weekend camping trips with minimal gear to practice self-sufficiency. This will build confidence and prepare you for long-term off-grid living. Also, build a go bag. Focus on lightweight, essential gear like a good knife, compact water filter, and survival blankets. This bag should prioritize mobility and efficiency if you want to be a survivalist. All right, so let's debunk some common misconceptions. Preppers as hoarders, and I always kind of think it's kind of a joke. But the reality is preppers strategically accumulate supplies as a lifeboat for emergencies, not out of fear or obsession. They aim to bridge the gap until normalcy returns, preparing for common disruptions like power outages or natural disasters. Survivalists as loners. Reality is while survivalists often work alone, they aren't necessarily antisocial. Their emphasis on independence comes from the desire to avoid chaotic urban areas in a crisis. Small, trusted groups are common, providing companionship and support without sacrificing security. Now, with that said, let's go ahead and go to the chat here real quick here and see what we dug up here. Let's see here. I'm a penny short. Common sense isn't common. Grow a garden of food. Yes, I would like to grow a garden of steaks. Please, someone tell me how to grow a garden of steaks. Yes, I'm making fun of you, creative redundancy, but yes, it's a little late in the season unless you have the ability to grow during the winter. It is what it is. Prepper. Guess you're saying prepper. I'm taking care of my family. There you go. The minimalist. I'm taking care of my family. Good. Good for you, bro. Good. Matter of fact, I haven't seen you at the militarist. I haven't seen you in a while. Hopefully everything is okay with you, Oops says, books with pics are great to learn plants. The problem with most books will be lack of info like what's edible. Very true. Very true. Also, many books don't tell you the differences between two plants because you can literally read one book and see a picture of it. And then you can look at another book and see a picture of something different. And they almost look identical, but they don't tell you, by the way, the hairy ones will kill you, and then also it's regional too. It's like you pay $50 for this book on edible plants, and then they don't do it by region. So you have to what the hell? And this the blooming tulip philosophophil will never grow in Eastern North Carolina. It's a desert plant. It's like, why did I spend money on this? Let's see here. Rose says, always was the creative member of my family. Able to quickly learn skill not commonly done by the majority. Nice. I love it. I love it. All right. So let's see here. And then let's see. What do we got? Let's go with choosing your path, prepper versus survivalist. For those who enjoy meticulous planning and prefer having everything at their fingertips, that's me, preparing may be the ideal approach. On the other hand, individuals who thrive on flexibility and skill mastery, that's me, may find survivalism more fulfilling. Both paths emphasize self-reliance and preparedness, offering peace of mind in uncertain times. Understanding the differences can help individuals align their approach with their values, resources, and long-term goals. All right, let's see here. I'm Roman like a hobo. I got you, militarist. Okay, so let's go ahead and check. Now is the time. So, guys, now is the time. I'm done with my spiel. You either fill the chat or I go away. But while you're doing that, we're going to talk about the poll. Right now, we're at 38%, and this would be the time for you to add. There's 48 in the chat, and there's 32 votes, so we're close to getting it right. This would be the time. So, which approach best fits your mindset? Stockpiling food. Stockpiling supplies and safety, currently at 38%. The leader, 31%. Mastering survival skills off-grid. 21% at building a strong prepper community, and 12% at thrive alone with minimal resources. It looks like the numbers are changing as I speak, which is fine with me. Stockpiling supplies for safety is at 36%. Let's see. Let me look. I'm not sorry, just Tuck. Home repairs. Tuck is just lurking. I appreciate you, Broseph. I appreciate you. Okay, so as usual, we've got 50 people in here, and it's like we're basically done with the live stream. Yeah, ghosts. It goes at 9. It goes at 9. So what I'm going to be a little admin note, since I'm going to kill a few minutes here because normally I can give you guys an hour. I will likely be doing like every other week. I'm going to be doing. I have like a travel schedule now. And I will be doing very long live streams from the road, like we did yesterday, on different days. But those will normally be either a Monday or a Friday. So this Friday, I will be doing a long live stream starting at 9 a.m. and it'll probably go for like 5 hours. So if you want to drop in during that time period, that will be perfect. And then we can go from there. LP, do you prepare for others at your bug out? Yes, I do actually. I prepare for myself and my family and my extended family. It's financially consuming, but they also know they're supposed to bring stuff, and if they don't, they're on toilet duty, man. Let's see here. Stray Kitten says, Tuck V, that stream ended the other day before I could find channel for you to look at. Give me a minute. I gotcha, chat. We've got a little bit of a community sharing going on here. I like it. All right, let's see here. I think that's going to be enjoyed the travel conversation, gave you a chance to vent. Yeah, that's the thing, because it's knowledge and opinion when I'm driving, because I'm not like actually trying to relay information to you. I mean, I'm answering questions, and those of you that wrote in capitals, appreciate you. Let's see here. My brother are on their own. Got you approaching the other groups in SHTF for trade. Enjoyed the travel conversation. Okay. All right. So I'm not seeing anything. I'm kind of waiting here. I guess that someone took Stray Kitten's trying to put a link in the chat. I don't think it's going to let you do that, I don't think it's going to let you do that because of the security protocols. So, all right, guys. I'm out of words. It's almost an hour, and the chat is not super great. So yeah, it's time to go. It's like when you're trying to carry on a conversation with a friend that there's nothing to talk about today. Come back tomorrow. All right, guys, that's going to be about it. As usual, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up as you wait. Was that a question? No, there was no question. I'm stuck. You've frozen my thumb. Boom, made it whole show. No meetings. Woo! There you go. All right, so hit that thumbs up on the way out the door. It's free and it helps the channel. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. If you're old, check your subscriber bell. Okay. And 3, if you want to support the channel, the best way to do this is by becoming a member. If you're on your phone, if you're on a laptop, just hit join. If you're not, find the word more. It'll either be blue or green. Tap that, scroll down to the bottom, hit join, and pick the one in the middle because it gives you everything. All right, guys, that's going to be about it. I'm going to push some buttons now. Stay safe. Have a great day, and I'll see you when I see you, which should be tomorrow. Bye-bye.